Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. My name is Virtual Nunchucks, and today what we're going to do is we're going to go back in the Wayback Machine. Sorry for all the technical glitches, but there she is up on the screen. Everything's good. So what we're going to do, real quick, I'll go over this one more time for those of you who did not stick with me long enough to find out what's going on. What we're going to do is we're going to go in the Wayback Machine today, and we're going to explore the world of LucasArts and Star Wars before Disney purchased everything and attempted to recon everything, which, you know, I get. It's fine. I'm totally okay with that, I guess. This is what I grew up on. This game is Star Wars Xwing. I purchased the collector's CD edition. Actually, I have all the editions. I have every game in this series. Star Wars Xwing, Star Wars TIE Fighter, and then finish out the trilogy, Star Wars X-Wing Alliance. I do have all of them, but this was my first real, I guess you could say, AAA title when I was a kid. They first released this on IBM, and I don't know if they did it on Apple, but IBM DOS back in, I want to say, the early 90s. I was probably, I don't know, I want to say 10. And my uncle, who worked on computers and visual equipment and stuff, got this game for us, my uncle at the time. And so we brought it home and played it every day. I got really good at it. And it was completely, totally awesome, because it was the only time at that time that you could fly an X-Wing and feel like you were Luke Skywalker or Wedge or Tycho Selchu, or pick your favorite Star Wars character, and you were basically flying it. The only thing you couldn't do is fly the Millennium Falcon in this particular game, which was fine, because the fact that you were flying an X-Wing or an A-Wing or a B-Wing or something was totally awesome. This was only a few years after Return of the Jedi hit theaters and was finally available at home movie. Yes, we had to wait about a year or two before it was available on VHS at the time to watch it. So you either got your uncle to record all of the trilogy for you on cable when they aired it on cable, or you waited until it was released on VHS a year or two later after it hit theaters. So we were excited to be able to play this game that at least gave us the opportunity to be in Star Wars and to create our own destiny, I guess you could say. So we're going to look at this. This is why I call myself the Immortal Gaming Legend. It's not because I am super huge, super good. I am good at certain games, but it's because I have been around the gaming scene since the Atom computer and arcades here in the United States. And I've played everything from this to the Atari 2600, to the Atom computer, like I said, with Buck Rogers and Trek and all kinds of stuff, and poker. And I used to do that every day after school. And then we progressed to the NES, Super NES, and the rest is history, because, well, like I said, I've played everything there is except for the current Xbox One and the current Nintendo Switch. I have not played those. I do not have access to those. So that is my loss. I realize that. But I have played everything else that there is. So what I thought we would do is go ahead and create, excuse me, goodness, go ahead and create a pilot, and apparently I cannot get this to go full screen. I don't know why. It was going to do it, and then it decided it didn't like me anymore, so I can't get it to go full screen unless I reboot the window capture, and if I do that, it may or may not come back for you guys. So what we might have to do is just pretend today. But anyway, let's get into this so we can create our own pilot here. All right. And for the purposes of today, I'm going to be virtual. I don't even know if I can fit him in there. Nunchucks, nope. So we'll just call ourselves V Nunchucks. Kind of looks like an alien name. So there you go. So anyway, what you would do is you would calibrate your game, and then you would take your joystick, or in this case your mouse, obviously.
You may proceed.
And once you are registered, you are a cadet. Now, I could go in here, and this is very strange not to be able to do this in full screen. You can go in here, and this is the pilot proving ground. Basically what it is it's obstacle courses, all right? And you fly around the obstacle course, shoot targets, fly through gates and stuff. And as you do that, you earn merits and points towards promotions. Let me show you. Let me go back in here. It says merits right here. So this is your uniform, and you start out as a flight cadet. Right there, rank of a flight cadet. And then what would happen is the more points you got is what promoted you. So, like, I could go in here to the proving ground, get some points, come in here to historic combat. Basically what this is it gives you several different missions, several different craft to fly, and you get points there as well. And for however many points you get is how many points that you get towards promotion. But this was the fun part.
Welcome to Tour of Duty registration, sir.
Now again, I don't want to get hit with copyright infringement. That is not fun in any way, shape, or form. And I am actually a former Disney employee. Years and years ago, I worked for Disney. So I do understand how much they protect their properties and their copyrights, and I totally understand that because they want to protect their stuff and not have it misused and all that. So I will not in any way, shape, or form turn the music on. But there would be a rousing John Williams score playing in the background. So to give you an idea, let's go ahead and start a tour. It says here, if you can see it, A New Ally is the name of the tour, and it says the Empire launches a campaign against the rebellion. So you go in here, and you're supposed to take the Tardarian shuttle here.
Good luck, sir.
And there would be a Star Wars regular crawl theme, and it says, Tour of Duty 1, A New Ally. Shocked by Imperial losses at Turkana, at the hands of the rebels, the Emperor has ordered a new campaign to crush the Alliance. Okay. And it says, meanwhile, the Rebel High Command, and I know that it encouraged by the Xwing success against the Empire, has deployed a new starfighter, the A-Wing. So this is the first time you get to fly one as a gamer. It is feared, though, that Emperor Palpatine has his own surprises. Okay, and so you would see that crawl, you'd hear the John Williams score, and then you would see this. And there's music all throughout this whole thing, and there's music constantly playing all the time of some kind or another. And it's nice cell shaded, but and then of course there's Admiral Akbar, voiced by the same actor.
Reports the escorting Imperial corvette wishes to defect. The corvette's crew has stopped their ship and lowered their shields. The Y-Wings will guard the Corvette until a boarding party arrives. X-Wings from Red Squadron will destroy the Imperial freighters. Do your best to destroy all of the freighters. The attack against an Imperial convoy has turned up a surprise.
Alright, so then you would come in here
Imperial Corvette wishes to defect.
to enter your mission. And this was something that was really cool about, if you wanted to, you could view your medals from here. You could go back to the briefing, and then you come down here to enter the mission. But this is something that was cool. You could actually take, if you had extra pilots down here, which I do, you could actually take these along with you. Like, for example, let's say there's always this top ace was actually a general, but I've been playing with him, and he actually died or got captured on a mission. So when you die or get captured, you get bumped down. It doesn't matter if you're a general, doesn't matter if you're a lieutenant, doesn't matter what rank you are. You get bumped down to flight officer, which is the next rank above flight cadet. So you in this game, it was brutally hard on you. So you could, because if you got captured, because if you died, you could revive your pilot, but you would lose all your progress towards your rank, and you'd get bumped down to the, I guess, the second rank in the game. So this poor guy was a general. I used him a lot, and he got captured or shot and killed on one of our missions together, and I felt really bad because we were doing really good. But anyway, you could assign. Let's go ahead and do that. We'll assign the top ace. Okay. See, this is me right now. Okay, this is what my guy looks like. Not exactly attractive, but they used some pictures from the show. It's pretty cool. So you have a flight group 1 of 3. So that's me and this general here. Looks like Biggs from New Hope. And then you could assign, let's say I named a pilot Biggs, but I got the wedge. I got the wedge picture. So we could either do that, or we could do like Porkins, and it doesn't really come across as Porkins, but that's okay. And I asked for Luke, and I got another Biggs picture, and I asked for Tycho, and I got the guy from Return of the Jedi. So anyway, there we go. There's a wedge that actually works with the picture. So we'll make him one of the pilots for the Y-Wing, and we will make our fake Luke part of the plan here too. Now this is me. Full disclosure, I've been working on a book since I was 18 years old, and one of my characters' names is this. So I decided to put him in the game. This is me. This is my, I guess you could say, casual playthrough. But since we're talking about me, and let's go ahead and give the other me some more points too, because I have died several times, as you can tell. All right. So let's go ahead, come in here to the intermission. And again, you have music and stuff going along with this, and sound effects, and it's really kind of cool, but I don't want to get dinged with copyrights. I'm a little afraid because I've never flown with this small of a screen before, so we're going to see if I can do it. I can't get it to go full screen because of whatever reason. So we're going to see if we can do it. And you would hit X, and you could link your stuff together. And they're doing their jobs to the best of their ability, and I'm trying to, okay, and you hit I, and you would bring you could bring your torpedoes online, or not I.
Target destroyed. Roger, using designated target.
And what I'm trying to do is go to this, and you can decide your shield ratios, and we're going to set to full throttle, and you had to use your keyboard and your mouse quite a lot, And what we're doing, and this is why this is going to get difficult, what we're doing is we're looking for the freighter. It says we're five clicks from it, and it would actually flash red, which there it is. It would actually flash red for you, so you could see it hopefully in the back and in the background. But as technology has gotten better and better, even the red doesn't show up like it's supposed to, because it's just poor graphical display. But back in the day, you were like,
Target
oh look, it's
destroyed.
bright red, and you could see it, and it wasn't a problem. So if you, uh-oh, I think I missed that last shot. But the idea is here to destroy these freighters and things before the Empire finds out. I think that's a little bit of overkill. You could actually follow your torpedoes, like so, by pushing F2, and see if they were going to hit. Let's slow it down a little bit. That may be a little too much. And let's actually go in and let you hear the laser cannons against the hull. It's pretty cool. This is a small screen, man. Yeah. And on the first mission, and I'm not sure why, but on the first mission, they have a very bad habit of leaving you. Shields down. And you knew you were in good shape when you saw hull damage,
Target destroyed.
because then you knew you were only a couple of shots away from finally destroying it. And your torpedoes never got reloaded, and as you can see, we have 3 torpedoes left. Your torpedoes didn't get reloaded. Remember, this is the first game of the trilogy, so they made some improvements. The second game of the trilogy, TIE Fighter, you could actually call in for reinforcements if you got overwhelmed. It did take away from your total score, but you could do that. And you could also occasionally, depending on the mission and depending on your supplies, you could call in for a reload of your torpedoes or warheads or whatever you happen to be carrying at the time. So, all right. Let's just see. And you could look around your ship, different things, in case you were being shot at and you didn't know where exactly you actually could look around. And I thought it would look pretty cool because, like I said, back in the day, you just were like, wow, oh, it looks like an R2 unit. It looks like a TIE fighter. It looks like whatever. And you just, now it looks, like what it is. It's cel-shaded graphics, and it's not as impressive as today.
Target captured.
But for us back when we were kids, this was the most amazing thing we'd ever seen. Now our target was this Corvette right here, and as you can see, it has been captured. We're going to see if we can catch up to it. And since I don't need to fire at anything else, I'll put my lasers and shields back to their normal charge rate and see if we can catch it before they leave. And that is the max speed of your Xwing with shields and lasers. I could dump all of my resources into engines, and it can get up to about 100 and I think 115, but that would just be like suicide, because if you ran into anything, like a fighter or just an asteroid or whatever happened to be in your way, then you were just out of luck. At least your shields were able to give you some cushion. So if you did run into a TIE fighter, as long as it wasn't like a TIE bomber or something, you'd take some damage to your shields, and you might even take some damage to your cockpit and all that stuff, and to your systems, but you might survive and have a chance to repair those systems. And that was something else too. But you have to understand, this game was very complex for its time. Your R2 unit would actually work on systems. If it wasn't completely destroyed and it was just damaged, they could actually repair your systems that were broken. So let's say that I took some damage. See, Corvette has entered hyperspace, so technically we are done. And in order to go back home, we would hit H. But let me finish, and it gives you a mission complete sign there. But in order to fix your systems, the R2 unit would tell you you have, if you went to a damage screen, let me show you my damage screen. If I were in a firefight and things became damaged, right now it says status okay, etc. Okay, but depending on the system, you could, let's see, yeah, see, you could select whichever one you thought was more important. Let's say I got shot and my engines went out, or my flight control system went out, which is really, really difficult because then you can't steer your ship. And I have had that happen to me. So what I do is, if I thought that this was more important to be fixed first, then what you do, whoops, that's your in-flight briefing if you forgot your details. Okay, what you do then is you would select the system you thought was more important. You would click on it, and he would work on that first, and then begin prioritizing repairs. And he would, if there was a damaged repair or a damaged system out here, it would tell you if it was disabled or destroyed or whatever, and he would give you a repair time out here to the side. And it's real time. It's not you know, sped up in any way, shape, or form. So if he said a minute and 57 seconds, you literally had a minute and 57 seconds for that to be done. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and get out of this here. Maybe, if I can remember how to do that. There it is, exit. And I'm going to go ahead and finish the mission. I'll let you guys see that. And again, this was like the coolest thing we'd ever seen, because watch. The stars actually streak, just like they did in the movies. And us as kids, we geeked out. And we're returning to Defiant. And they actually do a little cutscene and stuff. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take just a moment. Sorry about all the breaks and stuff here, but I have something that I have to do really, really quickly. So I'm going to put a Be Right Back screen, and there's our mission success screen. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put a big Be Right Back screen on here, and I will be right back, folks. So please don't go anywhere, and we'll see what we can do. Maybe we can do a second mission, and maybe this time we'll get an actual dogfight. That would be kind of cool. Excuse me. Pardon me. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. All right. Anyway, as you can see there, it would give you your stats for your game, and then it'll tell you what you destroyed, what your goals were, did you get your goals taken care of, and then of course how many kills there actually were. And I got 2 of the 4 freighters. That's what that yours is. See, the yours is in parentheses there. It even gives you your accuracy rating for your thing, and then it tells you you know, different things. And then to go into the next
Rebel
mission, you just simply
intelligence
exit.
Empire
So what I'm going to do
activity.
is I'm going to back out of here real quick. We're going to go back to the flagship. I want to show you something that I thought would be kind of for you guys to see. I'm going to try. I'm also going to try to put this on full screen so I can actually do you guys a favor. But I'm going to go back in here to register. I'm going to show you something. Okay, I told you this is my actual character. This is the one that I play with a lot. So I want to show you something. You can go in here to, I'm currently on Tour 2, and you can go in here. Now, for each one of the tours, there's 12 missions per tour. And you get tour ribbons, just like you would if you were in the military. I have 12 Tour 1, and I'm halfway through Tour 2. So I have several tour ribbons, okay, and this is your rank. And I think by the time, of course, like I said, I died a couple of times, but I think when I died, I was actually up to captain, okay, and I've gotten this medal and this medal as well for the first tour, and then I think I also got this one at the end of the first tour. But these are battle patches, and the battle patches are done by going into historical combat. What you do is you go into historical combat and you fly, like say, well, I'll tell you what, I'll just show you in a second. But each one of these battle patches are tied to the specific fighter that you choose. Okay. Personally, my favorite is the Xwing. I do like the A-Wing, okay. But the problem that I have with the A-Wing is that it is sometimes too fast for its own good. And then say, for example, okay, these 3 medals that are actually on my uniform, but let's say, for example, that you ran out of space on your uniform, which will happen as you progress through the game. There is a medal case for the medals that you get once you can't fit anymore on your uniform. So there is that. So let's just tell you what. Let's go back to my virtual Nunchucks wannabe guy. Okay, hold on.
You may proceed.
And I will show you what historical combat looks like. I really want to get this back to full screen. It's driving me bananas that it's not. Go back to full screen. Anyway. All right, so here's how you got your, and these are bonus missions, by the way. But here's, see, I finished all of the Tour 1s, so you could come back and you could replay Tour 1. if you wanted to, since we just finished the first mission is the only thing that's replayable at the moment. But this is historical combat, okay? So you could come in here to pick your craft that you wanted to fly, the type of fighter you wanted to fly. Okay, there's my personal top score right there. There's my guy, 24 kills. All right, so then you go to select your mission. Okay, I don't think I did this one. I don't remember. In this mission, you will engage Imperial forces for the first time. Oh yeah, I did this one. Yeah, see, I got 4 kills, but I had a wingman, and the whole idea of it was to learn the commands of the wingman and all that stuff. So, yeah. Yeah, see, I haven't done that one, and I did this one, I think. But anyway, you select which one you want to fly, and then you just go in and pick your mission number, and they let you do it. Anyway, so there's that. Like I said, I have all of these, so I could stream these once I figure out why I can't put it in full screen. That would be helpful, but anyway, once I figure out how to put it in full screen, maybe I'll do that. But I do want to show you guys something. All right. Well, that's cool. I didn't realize it did that. But like it'll show different screenshots of different things. Give you some stats of the fighters that you see and all that. Okay. Which is kind of neat. My favorite, honestly, my favorite missions are the ones that put you against a bunch of fighters and stuff. But I can only see it in this little tiny window right now. Y'all see it in full screen. I do not. Because for whatever reason, it's just not letting me do it. But I wanted to show you guys this game. Because to me, this game was like amazing. And in my opinion, it needed to be seen. What I'm going to do right now is maybe we'll close this one out. Okay. And I'll come back in here to my regular welcome screen, and I'll play around with it a little bit. If we can get it to go to full screen without too much trouble, what I will do, I will tell you how to get it. If you go to goodoldgames.com, I think all of the Star Wars, Disney has a license with Good Old Games, and so all the Star Wars games that have been released from Xwing all the way up to, I think, even Xwing versus TIE Fighter is there. There's that one, and then also they have like the Dark Forces set, which was my first, well, not my first, but like my first Star Wars first-person shooter that we played on PC. I don't have it. I want to get it, though, because I think it would be fun to play again. But they have Dark Forces, Star Wars Dark Forces, and then Star Wars, that whole trilogy where you play as Kyle Katarn, and eventually you go to Dark Forces 2, which was a what do they call that? Where they actually did live action video for the cutscenes, and you play as Kyle Katarn, and he learns that he was of Jedi lineage, and he has the Force and stuff, and then it just goes crazy from there. There's a whole series. Of games involving him, and the last one to involve him was Star Wars Jedi Academy on PC, which I have a copy of, but I cannot find it to save my life. I want to try to stream some of that for you guys too, if I can find it. But that was one of my favorite games because you got to create your own Jedi, name your own Jedi, pick your own species, pick your own lightsabers, and your own force powers, and you chose how your Jedi basically did everything throughout the story. And then, of course, you got to choose whether or not you wanted to be dark side or light side at one point. So, it, you know, old Star Wars games, old games, man. Some of the old games were completely awesome. Anyway, you aren't here to hear me talk. You are here to watch me play some games. So let's see if we can't get the game to work for me. And we'll kind of go from there. You know what? I know this stream is pretty much everywhere today. And I'm sorry. I'm not trying to make it everywhere. But I tell you what, let's do. This one I know we can get on here without any problems. In the slightest. So let's do that. Give me just a minute. There's an old game that everybody seems to like. This was a favorite for everybody back many days, many years ago now. If I can find it, get it to come up for me. Probably not. I'm going to try to stream for you guys and actually play a couple of missions. Of Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. So let me get past all the screens here so I can turn down the music and not get in trouble. Alright, and then we'll try to do the same thing and do a game capture for you guys real quick. But I'd like to try to do, you know, one of these things where I get on live stream and do a ask me anything kind of thing for you guys. You know, at some point in time. I think that would be fun. I think y'all would enjoy that quite a lot. I don't understand why it's not see in the window. It's not seeing the window. So let's try game capture. But you know, I get on here and I play for hours and hours and hours and try to talk to you guys. Try to keep it entertaining and fun. Capture a specific window. That's what I want. That's what I want. There you go. And select an option. What do I want to do? I want that. And I want this. Can you guys see it? I don't know. I don't know if you guys can see it or not. And I want you guys to be able to see it. Oh, you can see it. Awesome. Let me put it full screen, and then we'll get into this. Fit to screen, and you guys can still see me, and see my beautiful name down here and all that good stuff. So let's transition here. So you guys can see me and the screen. And that's fine. I don't care if you see my name or anything like that down here. That's fine. Alright, so let's get back into this thing. Now that we got a game we can actually play, this is Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, a good classic game by our friends at BioWare before they were bought out by EA. And this is when LucasArts just gave them free reign and said, here, just play in our universe, create a neat story, and just have fun. And so they did, and it was really, really awesome. Now, for character generation, you can pick. This is an RPG. This is one of their first RPGs, and this is the one that made BioWare, at least in my lifetime, BioWare famous. So you get to choose your class. Okay, you can be a female soldier, you can be a male soldier, you can be a scout, a scoundrel, you can be, basically that's it, soldier, scout, or a scoundrel. And they give you descriptions for each one. A skillful rogue that gets by on stealth and guile.
Okay. I just found a major glitch.
Oops.
Hey, Dad.
I don't want to be a scout. Hold on just a second, guys.
So you see up there? I glitched and was able to stand with my head inside of it, and I dodged to get off, and now I'm inside the building.
Yep, that happens. Alright, so I don't really want to be a scout. I didn't mean to click that. So how do I forget how to get back out of it. That? Yeah. Okay. Alright, I actually like to be able to be a soldier. I don't know why, but I think he actually has, he or she has the ability to get out of trouble a lot easier as far as firefights and stuff like that. What I like to try to do is actually manipulate my picture because honestly, I mean, who wants to look like that, right? So you can come in here and completely, totally customize your guy from start to finish if you want to. I don't, because I just want to get in and play. So you can do a quick character, right? So I'm going to change my portrait. Let's see. Ooh, he's got a scar. It's been a while since I played this one. I actually bought it a little while ago for the intentions of streaming, because I wanted to show it off, because that's what my channel is about, is games and retro experiences and all kinds of stuff. So I wanted to do that. Yeah, let's do that. Let's have my guy have a scar. All right, and we will name our guy. Now you can actually have it randomly generate names. I'll show you. Okay, which is kind of cool. And if you do it long enough, Bail Dodona or Dendoa. If you do it long enough, sometimes you land on a recognizable Star Wars name. At one point in time, I actually had a, I want to say it was a something Organa, came up one time. But for the purposes of this, what we'll do is we'll say virtual Nunchucks. Okay. I know that is completely and totally not Star Warsy. I apologize for you Star Wars fans, but hey, it is me. So we gotta play that way. All right. So these are your base stats, and you can, like I said, if you were to customize your guy. You could put in points to whatever you wanted to. But for the purposes of this... Oh no, I don't want to get in trouble with copyrights. Hang on a minute. Oh, I wanted you to be able to see the story. That's not right. But I didn't want to do the music thing.
We've been ambushed by a Sith battle fleet. The Endar Spire is under attack. Hurry up, we don't have much time.
Yeah.
Did you fall out? Now hurry up. Bastille, one of our I've heard word.
What I'm doing is okay.
So
all right, what I'm gonna do is here. Yeah, I did turn the music off a long time ago. Cool. I didn't realize that. So here's what I'm gonna do. We're gonna exit the game, and we're gonna start a new game. And I'm gonna do the same thing. Male soldier. Quick character. My cursor likes to disappear for some reason. I do not know why I'm having the trouble that I'm having. There. There we go. Now, I liked my guy with the scar, so let's see if we can find him again. Yep, there he is. Although I wish that he didn't have... I wish you could customize your blonde hair, you know, if you had different hair color and all that stuff. I wish you could do that, but since we can't, it completely disappears. I don't like that. Here, let's put this away. We'll go with it. You can change it later. Alright, since we did turn down the music, alright, we'll let it play out. Oh, see, I was afraid I was going to get in trouble. Because this crawl does not do that. I don't know why. Anyway, the point is of this game, I don't want to get in trouble. The point of the game is that this is pre-Luke Skywalker. This is 1,000 years before them. This is before the fall of the Republic. And this is during the Sith War with the Jedi.
We've been ambushed by a Sith battle fleet. The Endar Spire is under attack. Hurry up, we don't have much time.
No, I'll do this, you know, the right way. Who are you?
I'm Trask Ulgo, ensign with the Republic Fleet. I'm your bunkmate here on the Endar Spire. We work opposite shifts. I guess that's why you haven't seen me before. Now hurry up. We have to find Bastila. We have to make sure she makes it off the ship alive.
Who's Bastila?
Bastila is the commanding officer on the Endar Spire. Well, not an officer, really. But she's the one in charge of this mission. One of our primary duties is to guarantee her survival in the event of an enemy attack. You swore an oath just like everyone else on this mission. Now it's time to make good on that oath. I've heard all about your reputation. Elite combat training, tops in your class. It's no wonder you were handpicked for this mission. Word is the officers haven't seen a recruit with your kind of potential in 20 years. But all that potential doesn't mean a thing if you can't deliver when it counts. We're soldiers. We're trained for combat. Bastila is gonna need men and women like us at her side during this attack.
Now, you could totally be a jerk, okay? Oath or no oath, I'm heading to the escape pods, right? But I'm not
So
going to be a
hurry up
jerk.
and grab your gear. You need to suit up so we can get out of here.
Okay. And the only reason I picked okay is because I already know where my stuff is. It's actually in this container right here. So it's basically point and click. You could click this and he'll walk to it. Short swords, adrenaline, stamina, blaster rifle, med packs, and clothes. Well, you need all of those things, so you get those and gain experience for just about everything that you do around here. So just remember to explore everything that there is. Alright? And it's just like any other game.
Come on, we have to hurry. The Sith might already be boarding the ship to try and capture Bastila. Put your equipment on so we can get out of here.
Alright, so anyway, you come in here to, I think it's this one. Yeah. You come in here, alright? And we want to put on our clothes, right? Like that. And I actually like there you go. I actually like short swords. You can do this actually. You can put a blaster rifle. Yeah, blaster rifles take 2 hands, but that's okay because we'll deal with that. So I have equipment, all right, and then I have inventory. So at present I have a short sword and 2 med packs and an adrenaline stamina thing. I'll show you what it does. It gives you constitution bonus, keeps you from like dying and stuff for a short amount of time. All right, so now that we're good with that, let's close this out.
Okay, let's move out. We should stick together. You'll have more success with a party than on your own.
All right, and they're gonna do parties, so you can have at least 3 people in your party. Okay. Any equipped items will remain on the character, so these items will not show up in your inventory when a character is removed from the party. You will have to add the character to your party again if you want to access your equipment items. So basically what that means is if you're going to supply them with equipment and for some reason they die or get removed from your party, please remember to put them back, because if you don't, you lose the equipment you gave them. Anyway, so there it is. Alright, so he's added to the party. You can click OK.
Because of the attack, this room is in lockdown. But don't worry, I've got the override codes. You'll have to use me to unlock the door.
Okay. So you click this guy.
You always can left click my left click.
Sorry, you don't click that guy. You left click the portrait here. Alright. So now he's in charge. So now you tell him to go to the door. And you tell him to
Now that the door's open, you better take the lead again.
Right, just like that. Hello. What? There. And you got experience point for just doing that. So it's important. Everything you do in this entire game is important. You can also use the movement keys WS, SWC, Z to move around the area. But I think what I'm going to do is check the controls, because I think what happened is all of my controls are a little messed up. Move left, move backwards, right. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. I like my WS A and D myself, but so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go change this to A, and I'm going to change this to D, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to free look. I'm going to have do okay, pausing the game, default action, map screen. Okay, yeah, that makes more sense. Why can't quest screen be Q? You want to explain that to me? What's Q? Anything bound to Q? Yeah, previous menu. Here's Q. I don't think so. What we're going to do is we're going to put Q as our quest screen. Maybe. I'm going to put Q as our quest screen. We're going to come back over here to movement, and we're going to take and we're going to put pan camera left. We're going to make it no, maybe not. It's alright. We'll figure this out as we go, and if I have to change something, I'll change it. So, okay. And close. Close. Alright.
This is Carthelnassi. The Sith are threatening to overrun our position. We can't hold out long against their firepower. All hands to the bridge!
That was Karth contacting us on our portable communicators. He's one of the Republic's best pilots. He's seen more combat than the rest of the Endar Spire's crew put together. If he says things are bad, you better believe it. We have to get to the bridge to help defend Bastila. There's a map of the Endar Spire and a copy of Karth's message in your electronic journal, just in case we get separated.
The opening voice actor is, he kills me. Alright, so you can hold your left mouse to look around. Okay. And I actually do that a lot. Because I hold it down a lot because that way you just move your mouse and he'll move. That helps me a lot. Okay. This container is empty because it's actually where I just was. So let's go.
That door is locked. I don't have the codes to open it, but switch me to the party leader so you can use my security skills to slice into the access panel and open the door.
And you can actually push the numeral keys to have him do his thing too. And you click that, and he'll do his thing.
These Sith must be the advanced boarding party for the Republic!
Alright, so now that I'm in the middle of a potential fight here. It'll pause the action so you can choose how you want to approach it. Continue. Whenever you spot an enemy, left click the selected enemy once you enter combat mode. This will lock the camera on a selected target. Left clicking the target again causes your character to perform the default action and attack each round. Okay. And it's all controlled by stats. Okay. So we have a power blast, so we can use that. You will automatically attack every target each round. And again. Okay. Alright, anyway. So we're gonna attack this guy, and then we're gonna come and think this guy, and we're gonna go like this. And we're gonna attack that guy too. So there you go. So, and then if you wanted to go ahead and do it, you just go like that.
I've got a feeling that won't be our last battle with the Sith. Good thing we have med packs to heal our wounds. It might be a good idea to use one now before our next battle.
Okay, and I'm actually gonna look, and nobody is really damaged except for him, and guess what? I'm not gonna heal you. You're fine. Okay. It was a good idea though. Now, every one of these guys, with the exception of mine, most of these guys, I was gonna tell you that, and then I can't do it anymore. So, never mind. Well, that's depressing. Alright, I actually prefer shields, or swords, but we'll use a gun for now. There you go. And for each one of these, you get points. Now, before we go in here, though, I'm going to come around this corner and see if there's any parts or anything in this droid, which there isn't. Alright, but there should be soon bodies you can search. There is a metal box. Med packs and credits. So we're gonna take those. Definitely. Yep, see? When it says remains, you can search them. And you get... sometimes you get weapons like that. So once you've done that, you've got that. Now let's see what's in here. Oh, longswords. Awesome. So I'm going to take these. I got 2 more frag grenades too. That's awesome. And a combat suit. So guess what? We're going to change our clothes because I'm going to change into a combat suit. So let's go in here. And let's go into our thing. And we're going to do that. And we're going to change into a combat suit. It will give me +5 bonus to dexterity. And I think I will take that. Now, like I said, I prefer swords. So I'm actually going to get rid of my blaster for the moment. And I'm going to put the long sword in that one. And the short sword in that one. And I know you guys probably think I'm insane. But this is why I like it, okay? So give me just a minute and I'll show you. Okay. And we'll go out the door. I like their armor. Always have. Killed some of his own guys, but I don't think he cares? Which is kind of sad. Alright, here we go. Now it knows that we're here. We can do this, which I'm going to do. And then once we do that, I'll do this. And then just regularly attack the guy. Let's go. And there we go. Now I know that I just got hurt. But I will be okay. I'll take those. And sadly, you're not going to need them anymore, so... it is what it is. Repair kits. Those are awesome too, because they can repair just about anything. So you want to keep those. You get more frag grenades and another med pack. Med packs are important. Now you can actually talk. I know this, technically we're in the middle of a battle, but you can actually...
To use an item like a med pack, or another self-targeting item or power, you'll need to know how to use your action menu. In the lower right of the screen, you'll see a list of icons. This is your action menu. You can select items from this menu by using the mouse. Left-click the icon you want to use to activate that power or item. Clicking on the arrows above and below the icon will cycle to other powers or items in that list. The first icon of the action menu is for friendly force powers. The second is for medic. The third
I don't need to know about force powers right now. I don't know anything about that. Okay. So you can actually go like this. And I'm better. See? That's what we're going for. Now, I checked everybody. I'm going to see about parts. Oh boy. Because I'm going to need them. Trust me. Anyway. Alright, that door apparently is locked, so we'll go around. Look out, Trask. Go around this way. And obviously you heard the telltale signs of a lightsaber, and here's why.
It's a Dark Jedi! This fight is too much for us! We better stay back! All we do is get in the way!
Technically, he hit the lightsaber. His foot would be missing.
That was one
totally
of the Jedi accompanying
sucks.
Bastila. Damn, they could have used her help.
I'm not gonna die today, so here's the deal. You're gonna get grenaded, and then you're gonna get attacked. And there you go. That is how you do that. Alright. Sorry. Oh! This turns your blades into vibro blades. When you find out vibro blades, cool. Did we get him? Oh, nope. We didn't. Alright, so there's that. And there's nothing over here. And this is our destination. So here we go. Really? We're not gonna do anything? We're just gonna... I don't understand. What are you doing? What?
Bastila's not here on the bridge. They must have retreated to the escape pods. We better head that way too. The Sith want Bastila alive, but once she's off the ship, there's nothing stopping them from blasting the Endar Spire into galactic dust.
Alright, so here's the deal. Alright, virtual nunchucks, okay. But it actually gives you a messages dialogue. You can see that, okay. Skills and feats. It lets you understand the different skills and feats you can get for your character. And then the craziest part
was awesome.
is this is currently what's going on, and it tells you, you know, what the deal is. Then if you totally get lost, I suppose you can use this to find your way around. Alright, anyway. Trask is still not here. I'm going to level up. Now, if I really wanted to be totally and completely, absolutely awful about this, I could auto level up. But I'm going to do it manually for right now. Because number one, I want to be able to, how about feats? 2. You don't have enough points. How many points does it require? Let's see. Two? 2. Alright, how about repair? How many skill points? 2? Okay then. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to do something that I don't like doing. We're going to back out of here. Hold on. We're going to back out. Back. Awareness. Spot objects and hidden by stealth. Well, why not? So we'll do okay. And we're going to feats. Okay. Now this is stuff that we currently have. Okay. And there's all kinds of options you can choose. Dueling. Dueling would be awesome. Characters that focus on using single one-handed weapons in battle gain 1+ attack and 1+ the defense due to efficiency in this form of combat. This applies to both ranged and melee weapons. Oh, no, that's not what I meant to do. So, two-handed weapon fighting. This feat and do okay. So we can decide to do dueling, or we can decide to do so I have basic training and all of that. So yeah. Conditioning, implant level. toughness. This feat gives the character 1 extra vitality point every time they level up. That'd be kind of nice, wouldn't it? Let's try to add dueling though, because hey, I know where this is going in case you didn't know. Let's see what the Remekud thing. Sniper shot. I recommend sniper shot. I personally want this one because I have a feeling I'm gonna need it. Anyway. I picked it. I picked that. Okay. Alright, now. There's a backpack here. Let's see what's in here. Blaster pistol. Credits. More credits. And a med pack. A med pack. And more and more and more and more. Okay. So I'm thinking. Okay, I was trying to figure out a way to jump. I don't know that I have a jump button. I can't remember what my jump button is. Move, Trask. Fine, I'll move you the old-fashioned way. This is the door we came into. This is the door we want to look at.
Something behind here. Damn, another Dark Jedi. I'll try to hold him off. You get to the escape pods. Go!
This is why I didn't give me anything, Track. And if you try to chase him down, see, watch. Trask has bought you time. The time that you need to escape. You should make your way to the starboard section of the ship. So it's supposed to be like a heroic "you saved my life" thing. So here we go. I think it's this. I think it's. Hopefully it's this door. Otherwise I feel like an idiot. Nope. So go this. There. I did point at it before and it didn't show me the thing, which I don't get, but it is what it is.
This is Cartho Nassi on your personal communicator. I'm tracking your position through the Endar Spire's life support systems. Basila's escape pod is away. You're the last surviving crew member on the Endar Spire. Now, I can't wait for you much longer. You have to get to the escape pods.
And we'll throw a grenade. And hope that helps. And it didn't. You did. Alright. Now, I'm assuming I go that way to get out of here. But I am curious as to what happens if I go this way. Dude, attack the guy. I ain't giving him much.
Be careful. There's a whole squad of Sith troopers on the other side of that door. You need to find some way to thin their numbers. You could reprogram the damaged assault droid to help you, if you have enough repair parts. Or you could use computer spikes to slice into the terminal and use the Endar Spire's security systems against the Sith.
Well, since I have way too many repair parts, well, I don't know if I want to use the computer terminal or the repair parts. So we'll see. Hold on. Parts. I think I'll keep the spikes and I'll use the parts. Alright, so there you go. So now watch this. There you go. And thanks to my repair droid, now he's going to patrol the whole ship until he goes kabooty. Or at least this section of the ship. Ion Blaster Prototype Vibro Blade. I personally like Vibro Blades.
You've made it just in time. There's only one active escape pod left. Come on, we can hide out on the planet below. I'm a soldier with the Republic, like you. We're the last two crew members left on the Endar Spire. Bastila's escape pod's already gone, so there's no reason for us to stick around here and get shot by the Sith. Now, come on. There'll be time for questions later.
I'm sure there will be. Escape pod. I love this. This is the last escape pod, and your only hope for survival. Use the escape pod. I probably should have at least checked the cargo and all that for more stuff, but it is what it is. The cutscenes were really awesome, and I'm trying to talk over it so that I don't get slammed for copyright, but the cutscenes were really cool because they were, you know, CG, and they just, I mean, the whole story is just awesome. But can't help that the cutscenes have music. There's nothing I can do about that. And you will recognize the voiceover artist when she actually gets to speak. She's very famous in the computer and voiceover realm. Video game now.
Good to see you up instead of thrashing about in your sleep. You must have been having one hell of a nightmare. I was wondering if you were ever going to wake up. I'm Karth, one of the Republic soldiers from the Endar Spire. I was with you in the escape pod. Do you remember? We've been slipping in and out of consciousness for a couple of days now, so I imagine you're pretty confused about things. Try not to worry. We're safe. At least for the moment. We're in an abandoned apartment on the planet of Terrace. We were banged up pretty bad when our escape pod crashed, but luckily I wasn't seriously hurt. I was able to drag you away from our crash site and all the confusion, and I stumbled into this abandoned apartment. By the time the Sith arrived on the scene, we were long gone. Terrace is under Sith control. Their fleet is orbiting the planet, they've declared martial law, and they've imposed a planet-wide quarantine. But I've been in worse spots. I saw on your service records that you understand a remarkable number of alien languages. That's pretty rare in a raw recruit. But it should come in handy while we're stranded on a foreign world. There is no way the Republic will be able to get anyone through the Sith blockade to help us. If we're gonna find Bastila and get off this planet, we can't rely on anybody but ourselves.
Why is it so important that we find Bastila? Or I could do this, right? Bastila. Bastila? She's the one from the Endor Spire, right? Let's go with that.
That smack to your head did more damage than I thought. Bastila's a Jedi. She was with the strike team that killed Darth Revan, Malak's Sith Master. Bastila's the key to the whole Republic war effort. The Sith must have found out that she was on the Endor Spire and set an ambush for us in this system. I believe Bastila was on one of the escape pods that crashed down here in Terrace. For the sake of the Republic war effort, we have to try and find her.
How can a Jedi, even one person? Or no, wait. How can one person, even a Jedi, be so important?
Bastila is no ordinary Jedi. She has a rare gift the Jedi call battle meditation. Bastila's power can influence entire armies. Through the Force, Bastila can inspire her allies with confidence and make her enemies lose their will to fight. Often that's all it takes to tip the balance in a battle. Of course there are limits to what she can do, but from what I understand of her ability, it requires great concentration and focus to maintain her battle meditation. The attack on the Endar Spire happened so fast, she never had a chance to use her battle meditation. Like us, she barely got out alive.
Just a note here, okay? The battle meditation, I don't even know if it's in the new canon, but back when George Lucas was still in charge of canon and Lucasfilm had it and everything else, even the Emperor had battle meditation. That's how his empire was able to function. The Imperial Navy was supposedly unstoppable and could win battles and things like that. It's because he projected confidence and he projected all that stuff onto them. And if you read some of the retcon, or some of the what's the word I'm looking for? Some of the Legends novels now, in particular the Xwing series, you will find that after the Battle of Endor, when Darth Vader chunked the Emperor down the shaft and he exploded into a blue purplish lightning bolt thingy, that the commanders at Endor started to lose the battle quickly because the Emperor was no longer supplementing their intelligence and things like that. So it's pretty neat that they put it in the game, and they put it in the canon, because the games, just like they're trying to do now, the games, the books, they were all canon and they were all part of the story. So they interwove that into this, and it's pretty neat. So there you go. There's a little bit of history for you.
Bastila's gonna need our help. Many of Darth Malak's followers can use the dark side of the Force, and the Sith have already killed more than their share of Jedi in this war. Nobody will be looking for a couple of common soldiers like us, but if we're careful, we can move about the planet without attracting notice, a luxury Bastila won't have. She's gonna have half the Sith fleet looking for her. They know how important she is to the war effort. The whole planet is under quarantine. No ships can land or take off. So if Bastila's gonna escape Terrace, she's gonna need our help, and we'll probably need hers.
See, you could turn into a real dirtbag, man. What's in this for me if I help you out, man? So I'm gonna be a team player.
While you were out, I did some scouting around. There are reports of a couple of skate pods crashing down into the Undercity. It's probably a good place to start. But the Undercity's a dangerous place. We don't want to go there unprepared, and it won't do Bastila any good if we go and get ourselves killed.
I want to
I'll
ask
tell
you
you
some
whatever
questions,
I can,
man.
though I don't know how much help it'll be. Everything I know about Malik is pretty much common knowledge. He escaped the trap that killed Darth Revan, his Sith master. With Revan's death, Malik became the new Dark Lord. It's obvious that Malik's a ruthless tyrant who'll crush anyone who stands in his way, just like Revan was. Experience has shown that the Sith won't stop until the Republic lies in ruins. Malik and his Sith don't respect anything except raw, brutal power. It's hard to imagine how someone who used to be a Jedi could become such a monster.
A Jedi? What do you mean?
Malik and Revan were once both
Great.
part of
Why does the
Jedi
phone
Order,
always ring
but
every
they
day?
were young and headstrong, and
Every
against
day.
the wishes of the Council, they went to battle the
It's
Mandalorians
the
on the
phone.
Outer Rim.
I know, but-
Something happened out there. Something corrupted them and drew them over to the dark side. Or maybe
Streaming
there was
and the
something
phone
rotten
rings.
inside them all along. I don't know.
Guess
They
not.
formed an army of ex-Republic soldiers and Jedi who'd fallen to the dark side, with Revan at their head, until Revan was killed by Bastila's Jedi strike team. But even that didn't slow the Sith down. Malik just stepped in and assumed Revan's role. He took control of the Sith Armada and resumed the bloody conquest of the Outer Worlds.
Hope you guys got to hear all that.
Well, I hope you're right. But the Republic hasn't been able to stop them so far, even with the support of the Jedi Council. I think Bastila may be the galaxy's last hope. Taris was once a magnificent
What can you tell me
planet-wide
about the planet we're
metropolis of towering skyscrapers. But that was a long time ago. The upper city where the rich citizens live is still pretty safe. If it wasn't for the Sith occupation and the planet-wide quarantine, it might not even be a bad place to live. But farther down, things have degenerated. The lower city is nothing but a slum overrun by swoop bike gangs, waging a never-ending war for control. And the undercity is... well, it's even worse. The lowest level of Terrace is a wasteland overrun by rat ghouls, mindless, diseased mutants that attack on sight. I've already entered all this info into your datapad journal.
Oh, well, excuse me. I was unconscious, man. What do you want? All right.
I understand why you want to know more about me. I kind of get the feeling we'll be spending a lot of time together over the next while. But this isn't really the best time for long introductions. We should stay focused on the task at hand. There'll be a time for that later. Good idea. We can use this abandoned apartment as a base. We can probably get some equipment and supplies here in the upper city. Just remember to keep a low profile. I've heard some grim stories about the Dark Jedi interrogation techniques. They say the Force can do terrible things to a mind. It can wipe away your memories and destroy your very identity. But I figure if we don't do anything stupid, we should be okay. I mean, after all, they're looking for Bastila, not a couple of grunts like us. All right, soldier, let's move out.
All right. So here's the deal. Like every good story, we have foreshadowing. We have little hints where we're going to go, and I'm not going to spoil anything for you guys while we play this. I haven't played this in years, and I'm going to go ahead and play it through for you guys on stream for a while. Because this game was cool, and it'll get me through the remainder of September or November and most of December. So I thought maybe we do a little retro game and enjoy some Star Wars for a while. Hope that's okay with you guys. So here's the deal. Right this second, there is, I don't think, anything I can do at the moment except pick up these without coming out here to the city. So why don't we just explore the city for a little bit, and then I may just go ahead and end the stream, and we can pick this up again after Thanksgiving. But because I have some things that need to be taken care of before tomorrow, and that is the only reason why I would end the stream right away, is because
Right, you alien scum. Everybody, get
We
up
have
against the
plans
wall.
for tomorrow,
This
and I
is a
gotta get
raid.
some stuff done. I'm just gonna let you guys read the subtitles for that one. I'm not gonna try
That's
to
how
understand.
we Sith deal with smart-mouth aliens. Now the rest of you, get up against the wall before I lose my temper again. What's this? Humans hiding out with aliens? They're Republic fugitives! Attack!
Well, let's deal with you first. Because you're not a nice man. And then I'm going to, oh, well, Karth's got his own weapon, so we're just gonna go with it. So let's go.
Tiska du suki kumpa na bona na kachu, ag tuin ko tu. Topa da bunkwalya gando nago chuchut. Kabachi kuita hodonga. Yala mo inkatun. Jiloba mulirani bobo. Wango kumbes kakang, ba mamarulira. Kuyami juskuna chitanai. Ina kun ba marulira rachikun. Slimo patona. Rundi hodonga chihonkabi. Jawana bota ayuat tahonga chakanki dora. Kachi kuita hodonga. Topa da bunkwalya gando do nago chuchut. Muksha papangpa, pola wana chikne. Pamuli slemo, poda wanga kunbes mulira rabes. Uba patu kochi. Tong nongbong shang nung yang. Tong hatok smaktelia. Jawana bota ayuat tahonga chakanki do.
Alright, so you can check the remains and the backpacks. 4 things, and in this case we have a poison grenade, we have a frag grenade, we have a blaster rifle, more adrenaline and stamina and all that good stuff, so we're gonna take it, and then we're gonna check to see if there's anything else that we need to take from these wonderful people. Okay, apparently not. So now that we've saved that guy, there's a guy with an equipment store over there. There's a janitor here. We can actually talk to
Hey
him.
there, watch where you're walking. I just cleaned those floors. Well, all right then, no hard feeling. My name's Kadir. I'm the janitor for this building. You must be the new tenant here, right? You ever thought they'd rent that abandoned apartment? You look like an off-worlder. What happened? You get stuck here because of the quarantine?
Yup.
Can't see any other reason someone would want to rent that old apartment.
I want to ask you some questions, man.
Don't know how much I can tell you, but seeing as how you're new here, I guess I can try and help you out.
Thank you. What can you tell me about Taurus?
Decent enough place to live, I guess, except for the lower levels. That's where the swoop gangs hang out. Just stay in Upper City and you'll be fine. You also might want to check out the cantina. I used to go there when I was younger. A good place to get a drink and find out what's going on in Upper City.
Where is this container? Or cantina?
Just keep following the apartment complex ring until you come to the elevator. It'll take you out to the upper streets there. And from there, just head south a ways. You can't miss it.
Thank you. I want to ask you something else, if you don't
Don't
mind.
know how much I can tell you, but seeing as how you're new here, I guess I can try and help you out. Well, the best place to go is probably Kebley Yurt's store. She's right across from the cantina, so you can stop in for a drink if you get thirsty while you're shopping. Just keep following the apartment complex ring until you come to the elevator. It'll take you out to the upper streets there. And from there, just head south a ways. You can't miss it.
I bet you I could do his voice. I tried.
Don't know how much... Not much of an issue for me, you know. I ain't never left Taurus, and they ain't never gonna. A lot of other folks are sure riled up about it, and I don't really know much about it. I prefer to keep to myself mostly. But there's plenty of people at the cantina who'll be more than happy to tell you what they think about the Sith and their quarantine.
I'll be going now.
Should get back to work anyway. probably see you around.
Now,
Here most
as I
building
mentioned,
doesn't clean itself, you know.
there is there are apartments through here where you can pick up missions. Okay. But you have to break in. Hold on.
Dolpa da bongualeo gando Nunchucks. Kachi chu ita dundonga. Yumalita kuto dun. Chilamulane ni dubobo. Wonga kumbis chang ba mulira.
Pleased to meet you. My name is Virtual Nunchucks.
Runda di hotonga kun honkabi. Wana kun bez ching balamule. Tonking ba nunotek. Tugning chatukune mulerabes. Chi gratulo da pograshi oniu compa chintono muchuba. Loda dita kun. Ita patisa batua kacha tutonga. Pagrasha con tichaka Chubakaha chopa chawachuish.
Protects you against lightsabers.
Jodo jidbunga.
Although at the moment I don't think I need that.
Miki grabelmogo. Kachichu ita bodunga. Dolbabank wale oganda naru chuchut. Mogesha ponka bola wana chikne. Pamule slimo podadada nanga kumbist mule rabes.
And I can tell you from experience that they aren't any good at all against a simple vibroblade. That's why the Republic has been training soldiers in hand-to-hand and melee combat.
Where'd this technology come from? That's a Twi'lek, by the way. For those of you who don't know.
Wonga kumbis jang ba mulira. Ta kumjus tak miki grabelmogo.
First time we saw a Twi'lek was in Jabba's palace, Return of the Jedi.
Mogesha ponka bola wana chikne. Pamule slimo podadada nanga kumbist mulerabes. Chi gratu loda pograshi oneo kompa chintono muchuba.
Some of y'all could probably read this 3 times faster than he talks.
Pagrasha con tichaka Chubakaha chopa chawachuish yunku. Jodo jidbungarantang. Tolpa da pongwale gando nangugu chuchut. Kavadum ku pelio botenya. Bonanai kuchu. Hawaga boska chocola. Mucha shag panka.
Anything else?
Runda di hotonga kun honkabi. Wana kun bez ching balamule. Tonking ba nunotek. Tuk tong abong sha
Yes, I am going to do that. But I think there's a side mission you can get for him.
Tag biz tu bonko koki banka. Chan shak bulara. Umrao cheese kaduchi. On chubanjis. We tam boragatong. Mulira shang turung ni na potata twangachun tize. Igrutu haga.
Aren't you worried about getting caught?
Pograshi oniu kompa chintono muchuba. Lodanita kun. Ita patisa batua kacha tutonga. Pagrasha con tichaka Mucho shak pakat. Kiye no nama paole rachikun. Achuta. Wonga kun bis dolbi kikoyana.
Achuta.
Dong patugas.
Achuta. Okay, here we go. What do we want to try to get here? What can I sell? That I have plenty of, that I don't really need. I don't really need an ion blaster, so I'm going to sell that. I've used those poison grenades before, and if I remember right, it is really kind of cool that they do that, but it's a slow thing, and it's a pain in the butt, so I'm going to sell that too, and then let's see what I can buy. Again, military suit, max dexterity plus 3. What else? Heavy combat suit, bonus defense of 5, max dexterity plus 4. Light battle armor, stun baton, long sword, quarterstaff, vibro sword. Ooh. Ion blaster, sonic pistol, blaster pistol, light breathing pistol, sonic grenade, concussion grenades, energy shield. What is that? Stealth units, stealth field generator. Cool, man. I want his vibro sword. That's what I want. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get it or not, but I want that. And his energy shield thingy. This item consumes 1 charge. It is automatically discharged after all available charges have been consumed. When equipped and activated, these items project an energy shield around the wearer. Small power source can burn out. Okay. Yeah, see, I don't have any stealth. So that doesn't do me any good. But the vibro sword might. And the energy shield might. Oh, I need 154. Shoot. Sell. What can we sell that I have extras of? See, this is why you go and you search everything. I don't really need these. So I'll sell, and I'll sell, and I'll sell, and I'll sell. That gives me 60. I don't really need... I'll sell one of them, and I'll sell one of them here too. Yep, I'm going to sell one, and then I'll keep one. I'll close this. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in here as well and change out my inventory. Okay. And I'm going to I'm gonna reacquaint myself with the vibro sword. Okay, and then on top of that, I'm gonna take this, and I'm gonna put on the prototype vibroblade instead. I'm going to close that. So, now we have that. And what we could do, that's our apartment. So, what do you say we... Well, if I start breaking into apartments, I better have a good reason to. So, I'm not going to do that because I don't have enough charisma or charm for the time being. Okay, there's a Twi'lek. What's this? Low security door again. Maintenance droid. What does it say that is? It doesn't. Quarians? There's an Ithorian. Alright, so we're going to go to the upper city. I will go across the street to the to the store, and I will look into some things, okay? And we'll do a couple of things, help some people out, maybe, to get some experience. Charisma. I need charisma. I need charisma. I need charisma. I really do. I need charisma. I know it sounds funny, but I also need persuasion. Oh, crap. Of course they do that. Cancel. No, I don't want that. We want to do skills. I'm going to do... nothing with that right now. Because I need points and I don't have any. So, we're done. Oh, come on, man. It's gonna make you do it. I don't want to do it. Alright, if I was going to do one, I guess that would be it. Level 4 is required. Okay. Alright, so let's go. There's one of the escape pods. Okay.
I've got a ton of things to do today. I can't talk to you.
So let's walk around and see what we can do here. Medical facility. Upper City North. See if it gives you an idea of what it is. Nope. So let's go over here.
Yes, what's on your mind? Me? Well, I've been a star pilot for the Republic for years. I've seen more than my share of wars. I fought in the Mandalorian Wars before all this started. But with all that, I've never experienced anything like the slaughter these Sith animals can unleash. Not even the Mandalorians were that senseless. My homeworld was one of the first planets to fall to Malik's fleet. The Sith bombed it into submission, and there wasn't a damn thing our Republic forces could do to stop it. It shouldn't be my fault. I did everything I could. I followed my orders and did my duty. That shouldn't mean I failed them. I didn't. Yeah, no, that's not what I mean. I'm sorry, I'm not making much sense. You probably mean well with your questions. I'm just not accustomed to talking about my past very much. At all, actually. I'm more used to taking action, keeping my mind focused on the business at hand. So let's just do that. If you have more questions, ask them later.
Well, shucks. Alright, so there's Kayla's shop. Or whatever her name is. Kebla's shop. Okay. And I think there's a side mission in here, so that's what I was trying to do. I was trying to pick up some side missions for tomorrow. Let's just say. Oh, it just says an equipment emporium, so let's see what we got.
Hello there. I haven't seen you in my shop before. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Kebla Yurt. Welcome to the Equipment Emporium. You looking to buy some supplies? My shop's the largest one in all of Upper Terrace. Best selection on the planet. Whatever you need, I've got. Well, mostly.
Mostly? What do you mean by that?
The Sith confiscated all my heavy weapons, and they impounded all my ships and swoop bikes. But I've still got a real nice selection, if you're interested. Anything I can do to help a potential customer out. What do you want to know? I heard a couple of pods crash down in the Undercity. I bet the crash sites have already been stripped clean by the Sith, though. Unless the swoop gangs or Davix men got there first. I don't have anything good to say about those swoop gangs. Zooming around on their swoop bikes, terrorizing the lower city like a bunch of animals. Things weren't so bad when the hidden Becks were running the show. But ever since the rise of the Black Vulcar gang, the lower city has been nothing short of a war zone. The Sith haven't even bothered trying to maintain order down there. And I heard a rumor that Davik's own people are having problems with the Black Vulcars now. Oh, Davik's a legitimate businessman, if you get my drift. Smuggling, slaving, extortion. They say he's a member of the Exchange, you know, the big intergalactic criminal organization.
I've heard of the Exchange. Bad organization to cross. But if anyone has blockade-breaking ships, however, it's them.
I have to pay him a protection fee every month, but it's reasonable. And I get most of my inventory through Davik and his suppliers. I'm just smart enough not to ask where it came from, you understand? Davik hates the Sith as much as anybody. The quarantine has put a real dent in his operations, too. But he's keeping a low profile as long as the occupation lasts. Davik stays out of the way, and the Sith don't bother him. The swoop gangs could learn a thing or two from this tidy little arrangement, instead of always going after each other. It's not smart to say bad things about the people in power, if you get my meaning. I just wish the Sith would ease up on the quarantine, though. They're killing my business. I can't say I like having them here in Upper City, but it could be worse, and we're still a lot better off than the Lower City, what with those swoop gangs and all. Good day to you, then. Remember to come back to my shop if you ever need any supplies.
And I think what happens is the people in the apartment complex, I think somebody is actually locked in the apartments because they're concerned for their safety. Let's go across to the cantina and see what we get.
Don't you just love watching the Kazakh players? All that strategy, all those credits. It's enough to make a girl get all flushed.
Okay, that's not creepy at all. Let's see, who are you?
Hello there, youngster. You interested in buying the Pazak deck of an old man looking to get out of the gambling game? Just 50 credits and I'll sell you all my cards. I'll even throw in a free lesson to boot. It's a great deal, if you can afford it.
That's a way to get some money. So I'm gonna ask him who he is, but I'll buy his stuff.
My name's Garuk. I used to be a card shark, one of the best Pazak players in the Outer Rim. But that was before I retired from the gambling life. Don't get me wrong, the game's been good to me over the years. I've traveled the span of the galaxy, from the core worlds to the farthest reaches of the Outer Rim. I've won countless fortunes, and lost countless more. But that was long ago, and things have changed. Gambling is a young man's game. That's why I'm looking to get out. My offer still stands. 50 credits gets you my old Pazak deck and a free lesson. A great offer if you can afford it. Glad to see you're interested in the grand old game. The rules are pretty simple. Here, I'll load them up into your data pad so you can check them out anytime you want. Good luck. I hope the game's as good to you as it was to me. Now, is there anything else I can do for you?
Alright, so here we go. Before each Pazak match, you must select 10 cards to form your side deck. 4 of these cards will be randomly drawn to form your hand during the match. A basic Berserk deck has 2 of each of the playing cards numbered +1 to +5. You will find other side deck hold on. You will find other side deck cards as you play Knights of the Old Republic, with values ranging from +1 to -1 to +6 to -6. Select your cards from the side deck now. Are you sure you want to play with these side deck cards? Yes, because I don't know what I'm supposed to do with them. The object of the game is to have your face-up cards total higher than your opponent's hand, without exceeding a total number of 20. If a player's total is greater than 20, at the end of a turn, a bust, the opponent wins. So it's basically like you must win 3 sets to win a match. Okay, so it's basically like blackjack, except just 20. It's not 21. The first player draws a card from the main deck and plays it face up to begin their turn. This will be done automatically. Okay. This is your hand for the match. It is made up of 4 cards randomly drawn from the side deck you selected earlier. These cards have the last have to last you through all sets of the match. Okay. After drawing a card, a player has the option of playing one of the cards from the other hand, or from their hand rather. You can only play 1 card from your hand each turn by drawing it or dragging it onto the board, or by double clicking it. Playing a card from the hand is optional. If your total hand is over 20 after you draw and you have a negative card in your hand, you can play it to bring your total hand back under 20. Okay. During your travels, you might find cards that can be played either as a negative or a positive value. These cards are very rare, but they can give Berserk players a strong tactical advantage. A hand card must be declared as positive or negative before it is played. While it is in your hand, you can flip it back and forth, but once it is played, it cannot be changed. The player's turn is over when they have selected either end turn or stand. If you choose to end the turn, you will draw another card on your next turn. If you choose to stand, you will not draw any more. Yeah, basically it's 21. You will not draw any more cards, and you cannot play any more cards from your hand until the next set in the match, or of the match. You may now choose to play a card from your hand to end turn or stand. Okay, so what do we got? 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. $15, $16. I think I'm going to stand. Oh wait. No, I'm not. You can only play one hand card each turn. Playing a hand card is optional. If you never... Okay, wait. You never get more than 4 hand cards you start a match with. So I might want to save them. Okay, cancel. Your opponent uses the same rules you do. Each turn they draw a card, and then they have the option to play a hand card, to end the turn, or to stand. Continue. $17. Alright, so let's do the math here real quick. 9 and 5 is 14, 15, 16. 18, 19, 20. I need 4. But I can play a 3. So, and I will stand. Oh, wow. Okay, a match continues until one player has won 3 sets. Okay, so apparently he got 20. Alright, so in turn. 8 and 4, 9, 10, 11, 12. In turn. 18, 19, 20. Oh, shoot. Stand. The opponent wins a set. Shoot. Alright, let's try again. 7, in turn. 16. Stand. I have been defeated. The match is over. Wow. Okay. Old man.
Back again?
I'd like... You know what? I'm going to win some credits back. That's what I'm going to do. Continue. Continue. Alright, so I want... you. I know how to play. It's basically 20. Get out the way. Out the way. Out the way. Wanting some cards back. Haha. Six. In turn. In turn. And match continues until you've won. Oh, poop. Alright, so 1. In turn. $13, $14, $15, $16, $17, $18, $19, $20. 10. In turn. 18, 19, 20, 21. There we go. That's how you do that. 4, 6, 8. Good Lord. 16, 17, 18, 19. I'm going to stand with 19. Yay! Oh, but I didn't get any credits back. That's stupid. Alright.
That quarantine must be tough when you off-worlders stuck here. You should try and make the best of it and order yourself some Teresian ale. It'll take away some of the sting.
Go around and talk to some people.
I wish the Sith would stop coming in here for drinks. I mean, scouring the Undercity looking for the Republic escape pods and they reek of the sewers.
Who dresses you? You look like you crawled up here from the lower city. Oh well, I guess we can't all have style.
Well, excuse me, lady. Tara citizen, Tara citizen.
You like Pazak? I used to watch it all the time when Gelruth was playing here. He had some great matches against Niklas, till they banned him for cheating.
Nice outfit. I've seen outcasts in the Undercity who dress better than you.
You know, it's bad enough the Sith conquered this planet. But do they have to come in here, relax, and rub their presence in our faces?
No hard feelings, my good man. But I can't really talk with you right now. It's difficult enough to draw the interest of the ladies in this establishment as it is. Surely you understand what I'm talking about. I'd guess you've experienced many lonely evenings. Something I'm hoping to avoid tonight.
Really now. See, that's where if you were a female soldier, you might be able to get a little information out of him.
Hi there. I haven't seen you around before. Of course, they don't give us Sith officers from the military base much time off. I'm off duty right now, so I'm not in uniform. My name is Sana, junior officer, first class with the Sith Occupation Force.
Nice to meet you. I'm Virtual
I'm
Ninja.
actually a little surprised you're talking to me at all. Most of the people here on Taris can't stand us Sith. It can make this job pretty lonely. Save the sympathetic best friend act. I'm not buying it. But I don't want to fill out a bunch of paperwork on my day off. Back again? Didn't I? It's okay. I might have overreacted a bit. But can you blame me? Everywhere I look, I see one of you Teresians glaring at me with hate in your eyes. You're an off-worlder. I figured you'd be even more angry being stuck on a foreign planet and all. You know, it's like everyone on this backwater planet is in a permanent bad mood. Don't they know we have to make the best of things? Exactly, it's all about attitude. I didn't ask to be assigned to this backwater planet, but I try to make the best of it. It's pretty easy to get depressed on an assignment like this, but we do what we can to keep our spirits up. That's true. It's nice to meet someone who understands what I'm going through. It's good to talk about this stuff. It gets pretty lonely up at the military base. I have to get going soon. I've got a shift at the military base, but some of us junior Sith officers are having a party tonight to blow off some steam. I'd really like to see you again. Why don't you drop by the party? I'll show you where it is on your map. Don't be late. We're starting right after our shifts end. Most of us won't even be going back to the base to lock up our uniforms. I look forward to seeing you there.
I'm doing it because I don't
Back again? Of course. I spend my days here in the cantina, sipping ale and chatting with the folks who wander by. I don't have much use or care what goes on outside these walls. I don't see much point in worrying about that kind of stuff now that I've given up the gambler's life. Is there anything else I can do for you? No.
You know what?
Don't you just love watching the Kazakh?
What do you want? Have you come here just to bother me, or do you wish to test yourself against the best Pazak player on Taurus? My name is Niklos. I'm the unofficial champion of the Pazak circuit here on Taurus. If you don't mind losing your wager, we could play a few hands. I'm going...
Yes. Let's go ahead and play this and see if we can beat this guy. Intern. 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 12. 5, 6, 7. Intern. Intern. 18. Hmm. 13. 16.
Get down, Spunky.
Yeah, you can have that one, buddy. 9. Come on, come on, come on, come on. 17.
Get down.
Come on, man. Hmm.
Pazak is not for... I'm going...
Alright, one more time. And then we're going to call it a day. Because I've got a couple of side missions that we could do. Cancel, let's see. Almost had him too. Did you see that?
You were lucky to win the last match, but luck is no substitute for skill in Pazak. Questions? My name...
Oh crap, I didn't mean to do that. Sorry guys.
If you ever...
There we go. I got some of my stuff back. I didn't win any money, but I got my credits I lost back, at least from him anyway. Alright, so... now that we've got this, well, let's do one more, let's go to one more spot. Maybe we can get a side mission if we go to, maybe the north side. See how many credits I actually have. 264, okay. Upper City North. Let's go there and see if we can pick up a side mission for tomorrow. These guys are funny.
On behalf of the new Sith rulers, I am programmed to encourage you to enjoy your stay on Taris. I am a critical droid programmed to provide information to everyone on Taris, citizens and visitors alike. Is there something I can do to serve you? I am afraid that is impossible. Taris is currently under a planet-wide quarantine. The Sith are allowing no one to arrive or leave, except on official Sith business. May I be of any further service to you? Alien species have restricted access to the upper city. This is one of the most ancient traditions of Taris, and the Sith have promised to preserve such traditions. Of course, I have yet to see them arrest a single alien for traveling the upper city without a permit. May I be of any further service to you? The Sith are the new authority here on Taris. They seek to preserve the customs of our world, also I am told. More than this I cannot say. May I be of any further service to you?
Like I said, these guys are kind of funny.
The Taris Tourism Board has issued a strong warning to all visitors to avoid the lower city. It is a violent and dangerous place you would do well to avoid. May I be of any further service to you? I am an employee of the Taris government, programmed to provide information and guidance to any who require it. May I be of any further service to you? Then if you will excuse...
Anyway. Alright, he wasn't as helpful as I was hoping. So let's see. Let's see what's done here.
planning coming to, huh? Slummy's just walking around the upper city.
Shouldn't you go to Laura says you belong, Slummy?
Oh, this is rich.
Yeah, like he said, these streets are for upper city citizens. You better get out of the way if you know what's good for you.
A drink? Hey! For a slummy, you ain't so bad. Come on, boys. This slummy's pie in the next round.
No way, forget it. No more drinks. We're late enough as it is.
Yeah. I guess you're right. Maybe next time, slummy. Come on, fellas, let's go.
There you go. That's how you prevent fighting. Because technically I'd have killed him, and then I would have been a wanted guy. Now we don't need that right now. Upper city north, south. How much you want to bet this is east? Let's see what's here. Two apartments. Really? Okay. Well, that's surprising. So let's go this way. Doris Merchant. Hey, you merchant?
I'm in the wrong business. Dovik's got a piece of everyone's action. I should have been a crime lord too.
I don't know.
A plague spreads through our streets. We cannot sit idly by while this pox and
Droid shop. Oh, cool. If this is what I think it is, it's where you can pick up your TK droid thing. The droid that, like, I absolutely love.
Konshi kakachin awana wamata. Nishi la chorga kin kun pala mona reji. Ching pala niska mule tun rata tigin potranko. The searcha doma wana kondatama. We team bo rank thong. Mule ra on shadforing ni patoga wanga chonzi tse. Ika krotu hakujije. Watu yama kama wana henak nek. Kipuna, bona na kichu. Kin ba mule ra dwana. Dong kin ba no kudnok nek. Kava numpa kumpialia monokata. Ranga kun bis kin no moruat. Kakin chana guana bokon.
You'd think people would be a little more tolerant of others in this day and age. I guess stupidity and ignorance will never go out of style.
Genchopa chawi tikchok twis yun kun. Watu yama kama wona henak nek. Bugra shak kunti chiwa chawa. Dong abuk shami nonok. Chinapala mule. Dong ki ba non tontek. Dumni chachon kun ne mule brabast. Tangabun shan omnang. Wanga kun bis kin ba mula rak. Choni yun tun gigi either dwana. Kava vulpa. Kakin cha na guat na bon kon. Wana kumbes. Chi pala mulek. Tong ki pa nagnonek. Tu nik ton chun chun ki nemolek rabest. Wuf mala ni bokurk. Bona na kachu. Kicha badwang. Wanga kum kiba bu mulera. Kakin chak nawa gawa bakon.
This is the one I want. 23M4. D3M4.
Shakapaka. Ye ki kon no ba muladra ki chichon. Tangabun shan omnang. Wanga kun bis kin ba mularak. Choni yun tun Gigi either dwana. Kava volpa mulji gumana. Tanga boksha nagnong. Kin kun shin kin. Nikin kun na bule mule raji kun. Shuni yun ni Gigi aldwana. Kava volpa muli kumana. Kavadumpa kapalia monapata. Bonanakachu. Yin kin kun no ba mule rachi kun. Tong na bun shanuyang. Chinapala mule. Tong ki ba non tontek. Tuni chachon kun ne mule brabast. Hachu apanki. Jishawa anibong kasha chona si ichua byong bojo.
Good. I don't know how to get it. There's a way to get the
kakin cha na
thing
kwat
from
na
her, but I
bon
can't remember how.
wana kumbes chi pala mulek tongki pa nagnonek tu nikton chun ke nemolek rabest wuf mala nibo kurk china pala mule tongki ba non tontek tu ni chachon kun ne mule rabest. Genchopa chawi tikchok twis yun kun. Atuyama kama wona henak nek. Bugra shak kunti chiwa chawa. Dong abuk shami nonok. Kipuna na bon sha. Kava dumpa kupaliaya moka pata. Rundi
see. Everybody's scared of this Davik guy. And I don't know why. And there's a way. Oh, yeah. I think if you help a lady in the apartments with her problem with Davik, she tells her, and then she allows you to do something for her, and then as payment, you get the assault droid, I think.
This elevator is off limits. Only Sith patrols and those with proper authorization are allowed into the lower city. It's obvious from the way you're dressed that you're not one of the Sith patrols, so unless you have the authorization papers, you must move along. If you were supposed to have them, you'd know where to get them. Now quit wasting my time and move along. I'm not here to give you...
And the lower city is important. Anyway, what we'll do is we'll start streaming this. This will be our game to go to until the holidays are over and we figure out what we got to work with. So this will be our game. I'm going to go ahead and call it a day with the stream, guys, because it's getting kind of late and I do have some stuff to get ready for tomorrow. So let me go ahead and quit this game, and then we'll save it and make sure that we'll call this one Virtual Nunchucks Live, and we'll say OK, and we'll exit this game like that, and quit like that. And anyway, so what I'm going to do now is what we'll do is we'll end it there, and then we'll start streaming this game. This game will be our game for the foreseeable future until at least the holidays, and see what happens then, and we'll see what we can stream. Maybe we'll get some Blackout, maybe we'll get some Red Dead Redemption, maybe we'll get some, I don't know, Detroit Become Human, something cool we can stream, maybe. That's the hope. And then we'll go from there. If you guys want to see more, if you like what we're doing, drop us a like. If you're new around here on the YouTube channel, remember to subscribe to catch all of our content so you don't miss anything. and I'd like your feedback. So hopefully you guys, if you catch me on the next stream, which by the way will be Friday at noon Eastern. I'm going to take tomorrow off, be with the family for Thanksgiving. Hope you guys have a great Thanksgiving as well. Friday at noon Eastern, and we'll probably try to go for... I usually try to stream for a long time. I usually try to stream until at least 5 o'clock, so normally about 3-4 hours, usually what I try to do. And we're bumping up against 3 hours now, so I figured I'd give it a shot. And but I would have gone another hour, maybe 2, but I have some things I have to get done, so y'all forgive me. But Friday at noon Eastern, we'll pick it up there where we left off, and we'll try to get these guys off Taurus on Friday. And then over the weekend, I'll look into some more stuff. I'll check you guys' comments, try to get back with you guys, because you guys are important. So if you like what we're doing, if you have some input, leave me a comment. Follow me on Facebook at facebook.com/virtualnunchucks, that as well as Twitter at my Twitter handle, twitter.com @vnunchucks. And you can obviously look me up also as Virtual Nunchucks too. But my Twitter handle is @vnunchucks. I do check that at least twice a week, maybe even more often. Just depends. If you missed our last live stream, we streamed the story for Spider-Man PS4 Turf Wars, the last DLC pack, or not the last DLC pack, but the second of 3 DLC packs for the City That Never Sleep expansion. That is up on the channel now. You might want to check it out. We streamed for about 4 hours, 4.5 hours, somewhere around there. So that's there. And also, I streamed all episodes of Batman, the Telltale series, Season 1. All of those episodes are on the channel as well. So check those out. As well as a Spider-Man PS4 walkthrough for the main campaign. That is also there as well, and some of the side missions are there. I think all of the side missions are there, at least for the main game. And then at some point we are going to try to 100% the Turf Wars DLC as well, because, well, I have the platinum in the main game. I'd like to try to complete everything, side missions and challenges and all that stuff. But they are extremely difficult on this particular DLC, so I kind of gave up on that yesterday. You'll see that on the stream if you watch it. So the walkthrough is there. You can also follow me starting in January. I've been plugging this every time I stream and every time I post anything on the internet as far as this goes. Starting in January 24th. Oh, I'm sorry, not 24th. Good Lord. January 14th, 2019 will be our first stream on Twitch. Twitch.tv/virtualnunchucks. Check it out. You can follow me there as well. We're looking forward to having a good time there. We're going to be streaming for hours and hours at a time, so that this community grows too. So that's the hope. Hope you guys have a great day. I hope you enjoyed what we did today, and I hope that we can see you again on Friday. And have a great day, y'all, and have a great Thanksgiving. We'll see you on Friday.